All across America, incredibly talented artisans are making amazing objects the old-fashioned way, by hand. The artisans on this episode of Handcrafted America may start with conventional materials, but their end results are far from typical. He's a crazy mad scientist! Forget lightning in a bottle. This Detroit artisan captures lightning in a lighting fixture.
You're like some sort of a wizard with a really deadly wand.
A Maryland maker knows that each piece of driftwood that washes ashore has a story to tell. That's why he turns them into pins.
My favorite lately has been the ones that have voids in them, are created by worms or by snails.
The Charleston hat tradition is alive and thriving with this accomplished milliner.
I had this hat right here that was featured in the Kentucky Derby Museum.
We're headed for a handcrafted adventure.
I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into. They say that lightning never strikes in the same place twice. Well, we're about to meet a man who I think would disagree with that.
Paul Bonenberger doesn't consider himself a risk taker, but this Detroit native started a handcrafted business that's shocking.
If you touch any of the wood, you're gonna get electrocuted, and it's a lot of power.
Paul perfected a technique for etching wood with electricity. A lot of electricity. It's about the equivalent of a lightning strike. He then uses these etched boards to build truly original light fixtures.
When you build something like this or you do the etchings, it looks like you're capturing Mother Nature, you're capturing lightning.
Oh, buddy, what happened?
Skiing related injury.
Skiing related,
Yeah.
not lightning related.
Not at all.
Okay. How did you come up with this design?
I was doing some research, trying to figure out how I'd accent the wood that I'm working with for
Yeah.
the lighting fixtures, and I came across Lichtenberg figures, and what they are is it's just a high voltage discharge that you see, and it's the tree-like patterns in the wood. So I figured this would be an awesome way to accent these pieces, because it's natural. No two designs are the same.
The etchings are as unique as fingerprints, and the process is as unusual as the end product.
So we're all set up here. Now, you have your wood. Now, what kind of wood is this?
This is a Baltic birch. It's not a hardwood, it's not super soft, it's right in the middle, and it's porous, so it helps the solution get absorbed.
The solution is just water, salt, and baking soda.
It's just simply to help the current move through the wood, and
Okay.
it's more conductive than just plain water, and it's more conductive than salt water.
Obviously, electrical current is not something to play around with if you don't know what you're doing. So, since I'm his assistant today, I get the safety rundown on working with electricity.
That's the nice thing about electricity is that it's really cut and dry. You just don't touch things. So
well,
I got some gloves for myself, but for you, glasses.
This is it?
Yeah.
Safety got. You don't have like a full rubber suit that I could put on?
You just spray the board down.
Just spray the board?
Yep.
Anywhere?
Oh, that's
Everywhere?
good. Just that motion across because you don't want to get it too soaked. Once it dries a little bit, we can etch it.
I have no idea what we're getting ourselves into here, so I know it's going to be dangerous, but it's going to look very, very cool.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
going to paint with lightning.
Paul has a top secret setup that pumps high voltage electricity into the wood. 2,400 volts of electricity are now pushing through the plywood. Paul has special gloves to protect him against high voltage so he can adjust the current to create etchings in different parts of the board.
When you're looking at this, what are you hoping happens, or what are you watching for, making sure that doesn't happen?
You know, I just don't want to see flames, or you don't want it to connect and start to arc.
I know you said that you didn't like fire, but it's on fire.
Yeah.
So is that...
Yeah, I mean, there's fire, and then there's fire.
He's a crazy mad scientist! Or I'm the crazy one, actually, because I'm standing
you're
right here.
I totally would not recommend anybody ever doing this at home, ever.
No. That's like, you're like some sort of a wizard with a really deadly wand. So we take this and we scrub it off and we see what we have.
Yes.
I'm excited to see what design this is. I think it's gonna be pretty.
We power wash the etched boards to get the charred bits out. Then it's sanded down.
Okay, so what crazy experiment are we doing right now? What is this stuff?
Okay, so I wanted to show you how I make some of my stains. I found that you could do some stains that turn out to be kind of a Caribbean blue color by mixing, pure copper or close to pure copper, hydrogen peroxide, and vinegar.
That is beautiful. I love both of them, actually. You put all of these in there? Mm-hmm. Copper. And how long would we let this sit before we have any sort of blue?
It starts to change color after about a week and a half.
Oh, wow, that long.
We've chosen a whitewash with a hint of blue for this board.
We're gonna do another coat just to add some contrast.
All right, and then would we be essentially done with the design of it, and then you would go on to actually building it?
Right.
Paul cuts the etched boards into strips and fits them together with a tongue and groove joint. He cuts a groove into the rest of the birch so he can insert etched pieces. Then the entire light fixture frame is assembled. His fixture costs anywhere from $250 to $500 and takes about 3 days to finish. Paul's most popular item is the ceiling-mounted light fixture. Once the fixture is assembled, it's time to add some safer electricity.
Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Ah! This is incredible, but the most favorite part of the process for me is the actual etching.
Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. That's the most fun. There's just a million different variables, but that means that nothing's gonna be the same twice, which is awesome because that means each piece is unique. You never know what you're gonna get, and then when you put it in someone's house, they're getting something that's 100% made for them.
Clearly, this guy gets a charge out of his work.
Some of the driftwood in Chesapeake Bay has floated into the right hands.
That's character, that's beauty.
That's a story to tell.
That's a story to tell.
This woodworker spins a tale with each of his beach-themed pins.
Riding with driftwood is fun, but it's fleeting. Our next craftsman is about to change that, one stick at a time.
Kent Island, Maryland sits just across from Annapolis on the Chesapeake Bay. Tom Gant feels lucky to call this place home.
I've lived on or near the water almost my entire life. Living here on the bay, every day is a magnificent gift, it seems like.
Tom's day job is flying airplanes, but his passion is making pins out of driftwood. It's a one-man business that started right here on the beach.
I find this piece of driftwood, I think, you know what, I'm gonna take this back to the house and dry it out and just see what comes out of it. Maybe there's a pin in there, maybe there isn't. I don't know, but we'll give it a try.
Today, I'm gonna give it a try with him.
Now there it is, Tom. There's like a year's supply of pins. I think we're done.
That's beautiful. We just get that back to the house and we'll just go to work on it. The problem with driftwood is, what gives it its character is the fact that it's decayed, that it has been affected by nature, by sun, by the salt in the water, by the animals that live in it and eat it and consume it.
And all that character makes them difficult to work with. But Tom sees beauty in the flaws.
That's a really good find. We won't know for sure till it gets home and we can take a look at it, but I can already see all the variation in there?
Uh-huh.
Well, then you got all the crazy grain patterns that's typical with the burl.
This one's a find.
That's a keeper right there.
Tom dries the wood on his front porch for up to 6 months. Then it's time to open them up.
Look at that.
That's what we want. That's character, that's beauty.
That's a story to tell.
That's a story to tell, that's right.
Right. And now, all we need to do is make some blanks. They're typically 1 by 1 by 5 inch blocks.
Tom uses a moisture meter to measure how damp the wood is.
I need to get it down to 0 to stabilize it. And right now you can see it's got a moisture content of almost 50%.
Tom built his own passive solar kiln for drying out the driftwood blanks. They dry for weeks or even months.
From the time I pick up a piece of driftwood on the beach until the time it is in the customer's hand is anywhere from 6 months to 8 months.
After the wood dries, it needs to be stabilized. That's how the wood becomes strong enough to turn on the lathe. Tom starts with pouring a clear resin over the driftwood blanks, and the blanks are put in a vacuum chamber.
Oh, the bubbles. Now what is happening here?
That's all the air coming out of the pores of the wood. And you'll see it foam up depending on what kind of wood and how much air is in there, it'll foam up. It'll come up over the edge and look like one of those volcanoes you made in elementary school.
And so that, it's all the air is coming out and the resin is going in?
Yes.
You know, it amazes me because this is already a process, right? Of
yeah.
getting this wood workable. Why don't you just use a different kind of wood?
Well, I do use different kinds of woods, but this has got so much more of a story
Like
to tell.
nobody else does this.
No, they don't. And you know, obviously it's a lot of work to get just to this point. And then we've still got more work to do after this.
Okay, so we will just wait a week.
Just when I thought this was going to be nice and leisurely, suddenly things spring into high gear.
This sets off a chemical reaction.
We've got like, what, 3 more minutes?
Driftwood always has a story to tell. Born in the forest, adrift at sea, and old age sunning on the beach. A few lucky pieces get to live out their final chapter in the creative hands of Tom Gant. Tom figured out a way to turn driftwood into beautiful pins. It's a passion project for the full-time airline pilot.
The first couple of times I turned a driftwood pin, they would explode, they'd splinter, they would fly apart.
Driftwood is, by its very nature, a terrible material to work with. It's weak, moist, dirty, and uneven. But Tom stabilizes the wood over many months and turns imperfections into strengths.
The color, the live edge, the texture in the grain, all of those things will make for a really striking pin once it's all turned and polished out. Whoa, look at you.
Sea glass.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that. These colors
Isn't
are
that-
amazing.
Let's put that on there and see how that looks. I think that could look good.
Back in the shop, it's time to combine the stabilized driftwood blanks with resin. This process fills the voids in the wood and looks beautifully beachy. It's a 2-part chemical reaction that happens fast. In fact, we have to finish this entire step in 5 minutes or we start over.
Okay, now here's the thing. When I poured this in there, this sets off a chemical reaction. These molecules are going to cross-link like crazy. Nobody's going to stop them.
Is it
Not
gonna
me
blow
or
up?
you. No, it's not going to blow up.
Okay.
2 ounces each of the 2-part resin are mixed together.
And just stir like crazy. Scrape the bottom, scrape the sides. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get a little tint.
The resin is tinted with special dyes to give it that sea glass look.
Oh, that looks perfect. Okay.
You like it?
Yeah, do
Huh?
it. Stir it up a little bit more. Actually, do it with that stick.
Which stick?
That stick.
That stick. Well, you take that stick.
I know. I'm impossible to work with.
Well, we've got like, what, 3 more minutes?
The dyed resin is poured over the stabilized driftwood blanks. The 2 materials will bond to form Tom's signature beach-inspired pin.
Down to a science.
You
Look at that.
nailed it.
We
Nicely
did it. We made the
done.
5 minutes.
The blanks go into a pressure pot and cook for another 24 hours. When that's done, it's finally time for this piece to become a pin. First, Tom drills a hole down the center of the blank where the ink will go. And at last,
Tom, I've been waiting for this moment.
I know you have.
It's on the lathe.
layers shave off until the driftwood and resin body fit the pin's metal pieces perfectly. Then, Tom sands the pin with progressively finer grit sandpaper. Finally, he applies 8 layers of protective coating. This will make the pin shinier than the airplanes Tom flies.
I'll tell you what, I'll walk you through the next step in the pilot voice, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, Jill, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take your glue ball. Yeah, and we're going to put a dab right there. Right there. Good.
What is it with the uhs? Did they teach you in pilot school
Because
to say
we're thinking about what we're going to say next because we don't know what we're going to say.
But Tom knows what to do when it comes to making beautiful beach-inspired pins. His work is capturing a lot of attention. His pins cost anywhere from $75 to $300.
I'm fond of saying you capture a moment. You capture this moment in time, and that connection between people and things and events and places is, for me, the reward out of doing all of this.
Once the pins are shaped and polished, Tom adds the metal for the top and the cap. And then we're ready for our final step.
All of our work today, I kind of wanted to bring you back here and let you see how it all fits together.
Yeah, very appropriate, Tom.
I know, all that work, and then it's one simple step, and then it's done. All we do is we take the nib and the feed, Simply screw it into the pin that we made. We put the cap on it.
That is so beautiful. I can't believe this beautiful pen. It used to be this.
When you live in a historic city like Charleston, you make things using traditional methods no matter what.
That's where the antique flour irons come in.
I have never seen one of these.
They're very, very hard to find.
This hat is perfect for the Kentucky Derby. Doesn't everyone need a lightweight sun hat like this one? And this is perfect for a summer dinner party. All of them were created by one award-winning milliner.
Charleston, South Carolina is one of the country's most charming cities. Hat maker Natalie Simmons draws from its beauty to create one-of-a-kind, award-winning hats for men and women.
I grew up watching my grandmother Lucille wear her beautiful hats to church. My grandmother had dozens of hats and we were not allowed to play with her hats. They were a treasure.
Natalie didn't realize the impression those hats had made until she was in college studying fashion.
I took a course on millinery and we had to make hats in that class, and I just fell in love with the craft and was able to travel the world and study.
Natalie, what do you love about your work?
I love taking a blank piece of colorless material and changing it into a vibrant color and adding feathers and buttons and silks to make it into something beautiful.
So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a Kentucky Derby style hat.
You have a link to the Kentucky Derby now.
Yes.
What is that?
I had this hat right here that was featured in the Kentucky Derby Museum.
And aren't the best of the best featured in that museum?
Yes.
She's the best of the best.
Today we're making an indigo dyed cinnamon hat. Cinnamon is a fiber that comes from the abaca plant, and it's woven into this beautiful straw. It's lighter in weight, and it's great for summer. This is what we call a dome-shaped crown and a slouching brim.
She uses rare vintage wooden hat blocks to create her designs.
I measure the head, and then I pick out a hat block in the shape that is closest to the head size. We're going to use silver foil to cover our mold. We want to protect the molds.
How many different kind of blocks do you have?
I have 175 hat blocks.
Wow. And you probably want more, don't you?
Oh, yes. You could never have enough.
Natalie stretches 3 layers of the cinnamon she has hand-dyed herself over the block.
We're using all the pieces for one hat because we need to layer the pieces so that our hat has strength.
She wets each layer with water so the material is easier to shape. A block and cord pulls the material tight and holds it in place. Once both blocks are pinned, she sets them outside to dry. The hat is stiffened with non-toxic gelatin, just like the kind used to make Jell-O.
And then I'm going to do short stab-like strokes. And the reason I'm pushing it in there is so that we don't clog up all those little holes.
Natalie cuts off the excess cinnamon. She sews aluminum milliner's wire around the brim to make it stable and secure. Then she sews the crown to the brim. Natalie is known for her simple, handmade silk flowers. She uses antique flower molds to create them.
I start with a hand-dyed piece of silk, and then I stiffen it with a solution of wood glue. Then I cut out all the little petals, and then that's where the antique flower irons come in. So it brings a little bit of the Charleston elegance to the hat.
This is heavy. I have never seen one of these.
They're very, very hard to find.
Tools like these are simply not used in today's automated hat-making world. Natalie has to work quickly because these tools lose their heat before long. She starts with the ball iron.
And then I'm just gonna push, and then it starts to give it a little bit of a shape. A curler.
So these are all specifically made for flowers, to make flowers?
Yes. Now you can kind of see it's really starting to take its shape.
She uses a larger flour iron to imprint the texture of the mold onto other petals.
I use this one just to give it some weight to mash that down in there.
She threads the petals onto flour wire.
We're gonna just continue adding the glue and adding our petals. And there's our finished flower.
Natalie adds a few more embellishments, and the handmade flower goes on last. The price range for a Cinnamay hat like this is between $350 and $850.
May I do the honors?
Absolutely.
It's like it was meant for me. Your grandmother would be so proud.
Thank you.
Perfection in a hat.
There's nothing unusual about making light fixtures from wood, turning pins on a lathe, or making a hat from straw. But what these artisans do is well beyond usual. Their finished products are so refined, it's easy to forget that they were made by painting with electricity, stabilizing rotten wood, and stretching and shaping straw and silk.
You know, beauty is often in the eye of the beholder.
Well, this beholder sees 3 incredible artisans.
Give us a pro tip.
Okay, pro tip is don't touch the electricity
If you don't want to get shot.
if you don't want to get shot. Yeah.
Or die.
Or die.